But look, so much of the activity in the world is driven by the internet. We definitely know that after surviving the pandemic, which means that more and more companies are looking for ways to drive monetization and user engagement. Well, enter the digital ad company Taboola, which uses artificial intelligence to power recommendations in the open web. It's completed its SPAC merger with Ion Acquisition Corp. It's now a publicly traded company on the Nasdaq. Shares of the company on the move this afternoon after opening at $11.04 a piece. And joining me now is Taboola's CEO and founder, Adam Singolda. Adam, it's great to see you this afternoon. Congratulations on the deal. We know that this IPO market, this SPAC market, is hot, hot, hot. Why was now the right time for your company to enter it?
I mean, it's such an exciting day. My mom is here. It's amazing. So, it's such a good moment for us. We've been working for the past few years, working with the open web, representing the open web, side by side to the walled gardens, Google, Facebook, Amazon, growing our financials, growing our partnerships, announcing incredible partnerships, even recently, such as the BBC, Hearst UK, Sinclair, Samsung in Brazil. And all of that momentum has helped us and internal preparation to be ready for going public and hopefully be a great company for many, many more years. We announced last year we finished with $1.2 billion in revenue, almost $400 million of ex-TAC, which is what left for us after we pay our publishers, and then over $100 million of adjusted EBITDA. So we're growing fast, it's profitable, and it's just the beginning. It's a $60 billion market, so there's so much more to go.
Adam, what are the growth opportunities from here? I mean, you're competing against the big kahunas out there like Facebook and Google, and we know that competition is hard, but you've been able to do it successfully and continue to grow since then. So what are those specific growth avenues? Are they adding more publishers or more companies that are using your services, or new advertising technologies perhaps that are in the pipeline?
Yeah, so really, if you look at the entire market, you have $60 billion of open web, but interestingly enough, it's quite fragmented. So there's no Shopify for advertising. You don't have one company that gives advertisers the scale they get when they buy search with Google or social with Facebook. There's no one company that really offers a lot of scale for them in the open web. So I do see a lot of growth with more publishers, more advertisers, more global expansion, investing in AI, driving the performance through advertisers. We told investors we intend to invest $100 million in R&D a year. So there's a lot of work for us to continue to grow. Saying that side by side to our core investment, we over the next 3, 4, 5 years, you should expect Taboola getting into e-commerce in a bigger way, video, distribution of news to other devices. Taboola will be in every car, connected TV. So over time, I believe that recommendations will be just a bigger part of our lives.
Look, 15 months ago, advertising dollars dried up. We were all going into lockdown. It was at the start of this pandemic. Well, fast forward 15 months and we're here today and your company is going public, and that is really exciting. I'm just curious, the advertising flow that you've seen on your side. I mean, is the advertising market back? Are you confident in saying that? And if it is back, how strong is it?
Not only I think a lot of it is back, I also think some of it changed forever. If you go back a year and a half ago to that March 15th, that moment you're referring to when the pandemic really happened and we saw the decrease, what happened since is that a lot of advertisers became even more digital, which sounds weird to think that some advertisers were not, but it's true. And many companies realized that now is the best time to have a strong digital strategy. But then beyond that, consumers changed. All of us changed. We now go to the doctor on our iPhone. We learn things online. We order food more to our home. So all of these changes or behavioral changes, I think, will never go back. In many ways, we are in the future. To convince people to consider primary care the way we are now, doing remotely, it would have taken us 10 years. Mm-hmm. So there's such a huge, not only comeback, but birth of new categories in the advertising space that creates a lot of momentum for tech stock and the advertising industry specifically.
Okay, so as you look to grow, Adam, are there acquisitions that you're eyeing, companies that you're eyeing? And if so, names are great, we take names here, but also are they just uniquely within the advertising space?
So we're going to have, now that we're a public company, we're going to have over $500 million in the balance sheet. And like I mentioned earlier, we're profitable and growing. So we do have an appetite to consider growing even faster and kind of supercharge our journey with companies that are, that can help the open web be stronger, better into the future. And I think you should expect us to be active as we consider inorganic growth in areas such as e-commerce, video that I mentioned earlier, perhaps app download and on discovery of apps and games. We see a lot of opportunity to sort of recommend anything that people might like and also recommend anywhere. So, we do think that connected TVs and distribution of news on any Android device like Apple News, these are very interesting areas. So anyone that's doing good things for the open web is someone that we might want to partner with or potentially over time, even think of inorganic growth together.
So Adam, I'm just curious. I know you keep saying the open web, and right, for anyone that's basically outside of your Facebook platform, outside of your Google mobile searches you were mentioning there, just explain for our viewers, Adam, how they might interact, more examples of how they might interact with your services.
So 500 million people interact with Taboola daily. In America, unless you were recently born, you see Taboola all the time on some of the most amazing publishers on the planet, on the open web. So, and the open web is, like you said, it's anything that doesn't sit within a blue app, Facebook, search, which is mainly Google, or Amazon. So any app you download on your phone, any website you go to on your mobile device or on your desktop, when you open your connected TV at home at night, on your Roku, Apple TV, Google, and you download an app and you watch something on that app, imagine that app could discover you something to watch next. So all of that is the open web. That's the free internet that we all love. And I think it's so important that, we keep that open web strong and growing. We need it. You and I, we operate in the same place, in the same space.
We do. Adam, we're up against the end of the hour. I got to leave it there. Congratulations. It's good to see you. That's the Taboola CEO and founder, Adam Singolda.